X1.
Hello everybody, Reaper X1 here again, playing some more Terra Tech. This is version 0.7, the brand newest stable build. As you can see, I'm in the R&D, and before I really get started here, I just want to kind of try something. I've been noticing this in this last update or two maybe, but since all these new things in the R&D have popped up and they've been added and everything, and well, if I turn around like so, we got our resources there, which they just spawn if you go too far. But then when you get to this sign, you're probably hearing it all mess up with the voice and everything. Because I already made this video kind of once, and it turned out so bad through the worst parts that it could be in the video. But yeah, like looking at the sign, you can see how it gets laggy, it's jittery, and it sounds probably horrible. So okay, but then we turn this way, smooths out a bit, gets better, off screen, and then here we're not too bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly away. Like a bird, like a little birdie. I'm going to fly over here. And hopefully it'll still really cut down on that problem, because if you can get it to despawn, it usually gets better. But you gotta fly quite a ways. They got a lot of these. I think there's 12 of them now. So while I'm heading out this way, I do like to ask that you keep in mind that if you do like what you see, please throw the likes around, subscribe to the channel for the latest videos I have that you may be interested in, or I hope you're interested in, or just jump to the comments and say hello or goodbye or how's it going, what's it, you know. So yeah, by the time we get out to here, it's still a little, just barely got out of view there. We'll go a little extra. So I'll take this minute to say I would like to thank you for all the support you guys have been throwing my way. It's been great. I do really truly appreciate it. It's made the whole experience that much better. So I think about here is good. We'll just fall. Let's try something here. Look. Haha. There, didn't even get flash red there. So since we're out here, see, I can look all the way around. No problems. Hopefully the sound, I won't tell until later, so when I go to edit. So hopefully the sound's good, should be good still, all the way through. So now we can start what I was actually intending to do with this video. And that was more of a tip kind of thing, because I've been reading in the forums that when people are building bases and everything, they may be having problems learning it out when they're new players, because of it being complicated and too many options kinda. So what the developers have done is they took the generators at first, and then now you can't rotate them, you can't flip them on their side, you can't do none of that. They've taken that out in hopes to make it easier for new builders and new players. But I don't necessarily agree with that. So I was thinking maybe if I hopefully do my little bit, and I'll do a video and help some people out, hopefully, that we can all make it easier, because being able to rotate them and everything is a big thing. Like, it's important because it really increases the variety of builds you can have, different ways you can build stuff, keeps the originality easy in the game. Instead of limit things too much, we're going to have everybody building basically the same thing, and it's going to be boring. Like, it'll really take a lot of the fun out of it for me, and I figure everyone else, but I can't speak for everyone else. So like a normal little system, I don't know, this is kind of what I've been doing. I put a filter before these just about all the time now, especially on my little mobile techs, just so I can control what gets wasted and what doesn't. So what I've been doing recently is a lot of stuff like this. Not necessarily this exact pattern, but this requirement, because I find it works good on a small scale, and it'll keep my tech powered, so it works pretty nice. But the thing is what we're kind of almost getting limited to is we'll only be able to build flat. or horizontally like this. Well, that's okay if it's like what you're after. You want to build that, that's great. But the thing is you know, too far. You're kind of made to build this size. Like, there's ways you can make it smaller, of course, but because really, if we want, we could just move that to there, and we could jump that right to here. So everything would come in, and it'd either be, hopefully it would go to the generators first, and then, actually you just take this conveyor out, put the money thing right there, like, hold on, we'll do that, and we'll do that, and we could do that. Now, if I didn't have to go so far away from my resources, I'd actually try it out. We'll do that a little later in the video, though. I got an idea here. Well, since I don't have anchors on it now, let's just put a few wheels, because none of this has to be anchored to work. Oop, that's not where that goes. Why is it upside down? First one wasn't upside down. So yeah, we got that. Like so. Now see, if you really want to go the extra mile, you go for this and put a health first. Oop, turn it. Even better. And then let's do some batteries. And one of them. Now that'll get you generating power. And you even got a little bit of storage, some shielding, some protection. As long as you got resources coming in, you're perfect. The better thing you could do would be to upgrade these over to these. But with all these receivers, there's another issue that comes up. The way that resources can be pulled off, if it's mobile tech anyway, while they're upright, vertical, like, or horizontal like that, you have resources on them. I think it's like 35, 40, they start pulling off. The holding beams have like a shear effect. So the best way to combat that is, well, it's a little trickier. You have to turn these. You gotta turn that one. I want to go, yeah, that way, and then you gotta come out, so like there. So you can use the other corner ones too, and they do it a lot easier, a lot nicer. And I'm just gonna work with what I got here. I'll take that off. Oop, go like that. Oop. I need some of these, like so and like so. And then for that, put it like there, like there. And really, if you had a filter, and you see how I'm getting to where I'm going vertically with my base now, kinda. If I could get the damn thing to turn the right way. Yeah, like that. Maybe I've already missed it. And like there. And you could have another one. So right there, you got a ton of capacity for resources. You have a way to refine, use, and sell. Not much for storage, but that could be fixed with a few of these. Oops, that's too high. Like that. Now you gotta be careful with this. Like, this is more of a stationary base because it is so low to the ground. You need more wheels in the middle. But then, like right there, you already got some pretty good storage. These bubbles will cover everything. And it's still pretty mobile, actually. If that cab was up higher, it wouldn't be lagging that wheel out, or that side out, or slowing it. But yeah, like as you can see, you can take your base, go horizontally, and then you can build vertically. Now, unfortunately, you gotta take my word for it that this works. If you're a new player and you're unsure, it does work. I'm just too far from the resources to fight the problem with the sign, I guess. But the other part of this is you can also take these and you could build, okay, let's get the option, vertically. So really just an easy, quick setup. You can go like that. You know what, let's use a few of these. I'll use one of them. And let's go like that, because that's what these are intended for. And we'll put one of them on, like so. Now normally if this was a mobile tech, or it is, but it's not intended to be, this I would try and have at the back, like facing back, just so the things aren't being pulled off it. See, this one, it's a problem. Things could get pulled off at speed. This one's probably good there. Here it can get iffy. But then if you do that, and then of course every system I always put generators in, but these would be better if they were rotated so this top hole, the port where it burns, is actually facing back, because then it can't be pulled off when you're driving at speed. And then you could always have, see, I like these filters, but the thing I don't like about them is the green writing. It doesn't disappear, it's always there. That's something that has frustrated me so many times. I don't even know how to say it without getting into horrible words that no one really probably wants to hear. Because I'll say it's pissed me off. Because there's actually been texts where that builds up so much, because you'll set them, and then, well, before it used to handle blocks too, but even now with just like the resource options that you get, or the names of the resources, if you have too many of them, it'll block out the entire site of your tech. And I've had some big techs with, well, they've handled every resource all the way down, refined and unrefined. And that was before the crafting system, and I couldn't see nothing. I actually had to almost stop building it and just kind of hope that it changes. They need to disappear when you're not on them. Like if we go here and got it highlighted, yeah, I'd like to see everything show up then individually, but when they're all on all the time, the letters are there, oh, it's horrible. It's one thing that's bothered me for a long time. But anyway, back to what I was doing. So here we could have resources, get refined, up, charge there, or burn in the generators there if it will, if it's acceptable. Go here, we can stop that if we like, so we don't lose or waste anything, or we can have it open and sell. So I was just hoping that maybe this will get everybody kinda some helpful tips. And then they can build from there, and hopefully any issues they've had might be helped with this, and hopefully the developers won't keep this idea in effect. Let's get that changed back if we can, because once you know how to use it, it's way better. The options are just 10 times. Well, I don't know about 10, maybe it's in a slight exaggeration. At least 5 though, at least 5, solid 5. So I don't know if we should maybe start a poll or something, but just if you like the idea and you want it changed back, hit them up on the forums. I'm gonna start adding links. I don't know why I don't have it already, but to the Terra Tech forum at the bottom of my videos, so then you can go there and you can post, make threads and everything, become a member and join in all the fun that we have there too. There's contests and everything. They're pretty good to get in on. I like them. I've got a few of them under my belt. But yep, that was just a little base building kind of tutorial. The original video I made, I ended up making a tech into a mobile tech from a stationary base. But I'm not gonna with this one. This one's gone too far. I'd have to start something new. But actually, that reminded me, one other idea that I did use in that video that was been around for quite a while, but you don't see it a whole lot. There's a few builders that use it quite well. Very well, I'll tell you the truth. And what it is you build up. Now we'll just do the one side. I don't want to really tear all that apart. So now our conveyor line would come in to here, carry on, and then keep traveling up. You can see the arrows in there. But then if we put some more of these on, like that, come on, like that. Well, even though it doesn't look like it should work, it will work. It will pull resources in, they'll refine, they'll still pass out. I should actually, here, I know what I'm going to do. Let's just set this up. The only thing is these delivery cannons, they take up 2 spaces instead of 1, so you got to build that a little different. But I'll show you even my idea for that too, though. So we'll go like there. Now let's do 2, 3. You could build off to the sides too. You're not restricted to this design by any means. I'm just hoping this gives everyone an idea of what can be done. Oh, I don't even need that. That would be better as a wheel. Get a little stability here. Like so. Now we'll go back to here. Like that. Like this. We'll put 1 there. So yeah, these can all get 1 shorter now. And like that. Aha. Okay. And one thing you should do, as much as you possibly can, is save your text. So I'm going to call this one, let's call it testing. Just keeping it simple. And now, I don't know how the sound's going to go on this, so bear with me. Okay, here's another thing that happens. You're falling, think it's the end of the world, hit the button again. Give it some time though, don't be too quick about it. Sometimes that just screws things up. Yeah, they're all gone, they despawned. So, since I did save my tech, I'll just restart. Don't look at some of these. They're supposed to be secret. Hey, I didn't see a couple of them. Hey, there's one very important one missing there. My big guy. Oh, I ain't liking the looks of that. My new artillery tech I've been working on. Uh-oh. That's got me a wee bit worried. Okay, but anyway, we'll worry about this one for now. Yeah, he still moves around fairly good. We'll see what this contraption of oddly placed parts will do. Oh, I got no way to harvest. So yeah, that might be important. And good old reliable drill power. Can't go wrong with it. Oh yeah, that's supposed to be the back. Go like that. 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 And that. I think that would be maybe okay. Just gotta remember to reverse. Alright, let's get through here. We'll get some stuff working for us. Uh-oh. Taking too long for these. Okay, we're already making power. Well, that's cool. Ooh, got some red stuff there. Uh-oh, catching up. Go, 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 don't get stuck. It'll flip me all over the place. Okay. Maybe our health bubble's a wee bit low. We should have built it up higher. Or I should have. But as you can see, it's working fairly good. Let's get rid of that. Now the thing is if it gets all the way, is it up there? Oh, I got my conveyors the wrong way. And yeah, if you ever have that, all you have to do is just right click on them real fast, You don't want to bring the other menu up in case it's, because you can do it on text you're not controlling too, as long as you own them. But if you hold it in that, it'll come up where it wants to switch. All three at the same time. So yeah, there you go. That's a pretty functioning base, and if you kept it fed with resources, it'd make you a bunch of money quick. And power itself. Like, batteries are full. And that's probably just off two, like, there was 2 carbides that were in there, and then now the red ones are great. Those are the best ones in the game for power generation. So, like, that was quite a few resources, and they are gone. Like, look at that. That's a decent little setup. That's maybe something I might use a little more now. But I never really got into it because this idea is awesome. But I figure it's probably not going to stay forever. Just because it kind of really shouldn't work. Because if you look, that's supposed to be out. Like, I ain't saying this too loud. I'm not ever gonna like push for this, but this should take double spaces. It should be a 2 by 2 by 2 block. But I like how it can be done like that, because I like the conveyors to go around and on, but I don't know, it really shouldn't, just for the way it looks. But I don't want it to change, so I didn't ever say that. It's fine. It's perfect. Yeah, I don't know. It's a give or take. You get it to look right and act the way it looks, you're going to lose a few options. And if you keep it like this, well, it doesn't necessarily look like it should work like that. And that's honestly, that's the reason the developers want to limit the rotation of these. Anyway, the delivery cannons, and I agree with that. They shouldn't be able to fire out vertically, or no, horizontally, like towards an enemy, unless it's going to damage the enemy. But then you shouldn't get the money for that resource. So that would be a cool option. Maybe that's what they could do. Have them, if they're vertical like this, firing up, you get money. If you have them forward, the resource chunks do damage. And then if they don't, well, even if they hit the ground, they just explode, like it's gone. It's an impact shot. Explodes on impact. So that'd be a cool one. Well, that's what I thought was going to happen. So yeah, that's not too bad of an idea, I don't think. If you like the idea, hey, let me know. We'll put in a suggestion, get a thread started. We'll see if we can get a new idea put in the game. So yeah, that's my little base building, or base block rotation orientation kind of tutorial. And if you still have any questions, just let me know in the comments or on the forums. I will put that link to the forums on here. Or, you know, any way you can just get a hold of me, I guess. I got an email address on there and stuff. Or I think I do. Should. It's been a while since I read the actual end of my comments. I usually just write the new part every time. So, yeah, I don't know. Like I was saying, if you have any questions, ask. Any suggestions, hey, throw them my way. Maybe we'll make a video and we'll see if we can help some extra people. I'm always open to new ideas. That's kind of what this game is built on. New ideas and different ways of doing things. See if the trees catch me. So yeah, while I'm just farting around here, I would like to ask you once again that if you do like what you see, please throw the likes around. That way, you know, I can tell it's actually worthwhile doing. Or even just jump down into the comments, leave suggestions there. Even just say hello. It'd be great to hear from all of you. But I think the best thing would be, in my opinion, I might be a little biased here, but just subscribe. That way you can get the latest videos I have to offer that hopefully you are interested in, and we can all learn how to do cool and new things together. That's my main goal in the day, is to learn something new. That's how I class my good day. So that's how I ended up making this guy. Because I wanted to learn something new, and that was how to make a decent little chopper with some of the new Hawkeye stuff. And I don't know, I think he did alright. I had a video about him more there not too long ago. As you can see, you can kind of, one wrong buttons. You can keep them pretty much vertical takeoff. The steering's a little backwards, but it works pretty decent. You got the missiles. Oh, is that actually at a range on that? There, now I'm getting them. I'm getting up too high. Yeah, you got to worry about the coming down though. Your altitude is kind of hard to control on this. You got to actually let off shift just enough. And if you let off too much, it'll fall right to the ground. Slowly, but still, it won't stop for a long time. It's surprising how it works, actually. I'm not sure if that's something I can fix or not. But yeah. Well, while I blow this guy up, I'll leave you on that note. So until next time, everybody, keep being awesome and have a good one. Bye.